Wow, this sardine bread came out so beautiful and yummy. Hello, treasures. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing great. Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I made this delicious sardine bread. Let's get started. And here is our sardine for the sardine bread. I'll be using 2 cans of sardine. And here are all the ingredients I'll be using for the sardine bread. You also find a list in my description box below. I'll start by adding some all-purpose flour into my mixing bowl. I'm using 4 cups of all-purpose flour. Next, I'll add instant yeast. I'm using a sachet of that, which is equal to 1 tablespoon of yeast. Then sugar and powdered milk. You can also use liquid or evaporated milk for this. I'll then mix it a bit before we add salt to it because I don't want the salt to mix with the yeast. I'm using instant yeast, hence I did not soak it in or prove it with water first. But if you're using the other yeast, you can always prove it with some warm water and the sugar. After adding the salt, I mix everything together and then we go ahead to add our. You can use one or even skip the egg. It's not compulsory. I'll also add the sardine oil. That is the oil and the water from the sardine can and melted butter. I'll leave all the measurements in the description box below. Now it is time to knead our dough or our mixture. And as I'm doing that, I'll be adding water little by little until I get a consistent. After about 7 minutes of kneading the dough, our dough is soft and ready. Next, I will remove the hook and then we go to the next. To add about half a teaspoon of vegetable oil into my mixing bowl. Bring the dough together so that it will not stick because we are going to leave it here for about an hour or an hour 30 minutes. I will cover it with a cling film and a lid, any lid. I'm going to use my pot cover, pot lid. And then keep it in a warm place for about 60 minutes to 90 minutes so that the dough can proof and also. And after about 90 minutes, this is what we have. The dough has doubled in size and also softened more. But before I bring that out, let's prepare our sardine, which we are going to add to the dough. I'll open and pour the 2 cans of sardine into a bowl. Mash it as much as I can or I want. Add little pepper to it, but the pepper thing is optional. Add little pepper to it, mix everything together, and we also grease the baking pan I'll be using with some oil. Just add little oil, rub it all over the pan. Then onto my working space. I've cleaned this place thoroughly. I'll spread some flour. Next, I'll place the dough on the working space, cut and roll into the shapes I want. We are going to make bread rolls with the sardines. So just watch and see how we're going to make this. You can also use your rolling pin to roll it flat before adding the sardine. So I'll add the sardine now and close it very well. Roll it so that it will not open as it's baked. This one is bigger already. I will have this. So the next thing is to egg wash it. I still have one here, one extra here. So we egg wash the one egg I wanted to, the remaining egg I wanted to use is not enough, so I'm adding one egg more to egg wash with the remaining of the fish. For about 20 minutes to proof again. I'll cover it here for about 20 minutes before we egg wash it for baking. After 20 minutes of the second proofing, it is now time to egg wash it with our egg mixture and the so it's time to go and bake. Let's bake our bread. So it's time to go and bake. You. And here we have our bread, our sardine bread. This bread was so delicious, so yummy. I hope you're going to be making this for you and your family. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until I see you again in my next video, remain blessed and safe. I love you all.